Hello everyone, I'm Samantha, and today I will tell you about a new strategy with which you can raise your deposit very well. But before we start, I'd like to remind you that if you're interested in joining to my private Telegram group where I share all my trades, you can text me on Telegram so I personally answer you and add you to my VIP group with free signals. And don't forget that there is a limit of just 100 people, so you need to hurry up to get there. So let's get into the strategy. We select moving averager 3 times in the tools, that is the average moving line. After that we proceed to its configuration. Here we put period 5, moving avenger, SMA and style green. You can of course change the color so that does not merge everything with candles, but I left this color. The next MA we set the period to 45 and I choose red. Next, we have another MA with a period of 13 and I put the style white. So let's move on to the strategy itself. We have 3 average moving lines, green, white and red. So we trade down when the price is, that is all our candles, they're above the red line. And also if they're below the red line, we trade for an increase. What is the essence of this strategy? And the bottom line is that we have to catch the moment of intersection of 2 lines, namely green and white. As we can see, they have crossed paths at the moment. Candlesticks are higher than the red line. That is, at this moment, we can open a deal for a decrease for 3 candles. That is, I choose 3 minutes and the time frame I have is 1 minute here. That is, you can choose any other convenient time frame for you, but it is desirable that you have an expiration time of 3 candles. So let's scroll back a little bit to find another moment of an interesting deal. As we see, here we have the intersection of 2 lines, namely the green and white price is below the red line. We will trade for increase and then bang bang bang, we are already in the box. As for example, here is an interesting case. The price went beyond the red line. That is, at this moment we could just open for an increase and we have an intersection of 2 lines. That is, here we would have opened for an increase in 3 candles. We would already be in the black. How can one observe in other situations? Our price is below the red line and we will open for an increase because 2 lines, namely green and white, intersect. And our price soars sharply up, also down. We have a moment here when they intersect again and our price is above the red line. We open for a decrease and earn from this plus and more to the balance. Given the strategy, it is slower than the last 2 that I told you. Therefore, you can use 5-10% of your deposit here. Therefore, I will trade with $200 per trade. And as we can see, I'm skipping this moment. We have 2 lines intersecting. It would be possible to open up for an increase and earn another plus for us. So let's search for the currency pair we are interested in. Here is another interesting movement that I also missed a few minutes ago. Literally, it was just about here. As we can see, we have an interesting movement. Our green line will soon cross the white one. That is, we will open for an increase because the price is below the red moving average line. That is, we are waiting just a couple of minutes and we will open up for an increase. But I will come back to you from the moment the deal is open. So we opened up for increase in the past and the candle is green, get the best possible push up. We have both lines crossed. Because of this, we open a deal to increase by 3 minutes. I will return to you after 2.5 minutes so that you can see the very moment of closing the deal. We have literally half a minute left before closing our deal and it will be a plus for us to close. And while we're waiting, I suggest you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And our deal closes in a plus and we earn $184 from this on top. And let's start the search. A new deal that will be interesting for us. So here I do not have time again because it was already past everything. Again, everything here is very strongly influenced by time and sometimes we have to wait for several minutes so that we can perfectly enter into a transaction and be sure that we will earn in it and not lose our funds. As we can see, we have a small intersection of 2 sliding ones, namely the white-green one, and we're waiting for the closure of this candle and we'll open lower because our price is higher than the red moving average line. In 1 second we open for a drop and I'll be back in 2.5 minutes just before the deal closes. And we have literally a few seconds left, and as we can already see, in our deal will be closed in the plus. Let's wait a little bit and make sure of it, because maybe some well will enter now and our price will shoot up sharply, which I'm not very sure about because such moments are very, very rare. 3, 2, 1, and our deal closes in a plus, and we earn another $184 to our balance. So let's check out for more deals that I have already checked, because maybe there will be something else. Here we have the intersection of two average moving lines, namely green and red, and they both show that the moment will be down. We are opening a deal for a reduction, and after 2.5 minutes I will return from the profit. So as we can see, we have a deal coming in plus, and the price is very exciting somehow. It shoots it up and down, but with the help of our lines we assert that the deal will be ours, because there is an intersection of two lines that indicates an increase, and after about a minute we take this deal as a plus, and our $184 dripped to us from above on the balance sheet. So here I found another interesting entry point. While I'm coming in, I'll explain it to you quickly. We have an intersection of two average moving lines, namely green and white. So just the same, I show that the price will go up. We put the deal on the rise because our price is also below the average moving red line. That is, we have as many as 3 indicators that confirm to us that our price will go up. I'll be back in 2.5 minutes and just before the deal closes itself. So we have literally 5 seconds left before closing the transaction, and we will be see that we are already confidently taking our plus to the deposit. The advantage of this strategy is that based on 3 factors, you can be sure that we are taking the pole, and earlier in this video the deal. Again, we have an intersection of 2 average moving lines, namely green and white, shows us that it is now possible to open for a decline because the price is above the average moving line. And now I'm waiting for the closure of this candle, so that immediately together with a new candle we open for a decrease, and we're more than sure that our deal would go into the plus. So it makes a small breakthrough, closes, this candle opens for a decrease, and that's it. I'll come back to you after 2.5 minutes of closing the deal itself, so there are 10 seconds left. And how can we see? This is again a confident transaction, which gives us a good plus to our balance, and the strategy is very good. And based on 3 indicators, you can do analysis and confidently do it. Then there will be a lot more videos with strategies as well as with the acceleration of the deposit. This is a small spoiler for you. I also suggest in the comments to leave the name of the strategy that you would like me to teach. And I want to remind you that trading is a dangerous thing. Its excitement is very, very dangerous, and therefore you always trade with a cold head, always with cold thoughts, and take the lost money not too close to your heart, so that your nervous system can withstand everything normally. And thank you for watching and subscribe to my channel.